You know, I find it crazy how well the Nintendo Switch has sold, with over 100 million sales beating the Wii. But not just that, but the lineup of games that have still yet to come. Games like The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, Bayonetta 3, Advance Wars, the new Kirby, which looks really cool, and even a new flippin' Mario Strikers, which I'm personally excited for. What games are you guys looking forward to? Hey guys, it's Rob here, and welcome back to the Robo-chan Show, where we cover the latest gaming news, leaks, and rumors from Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo in 2020 and beyond. If you want to be kept up on the latest gaming news, make sure you click that red subscribe button below this video and that notification bell so you know when I upload. And if you're interested, I have a Patreon, which link to that will be in the pinned comment along with my Twitter account. In this video, we are going to talk about the Nintendo leaker Emily Rogers and her new Nintendo Switch leak about the lineup for the Nintendo Switch in the fall. Interestingly enough, this includes a Fire Emblem game that wasn't in the recent Nintendo Direct for February of 2022. We also have some huge Pokemon news coming very soon, which makes sense since it's February and Pokemon Day is in February. If you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like, it helps the video reach more people when you do, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, you can follow me at RoboRob93. Without further delay, let's get to the video. So I think it's safe to say that Nintendo has had a blast this year and last year on the Nintendo Switch. There have been so many Switch games that have been fantastic. We have had Metroid Dread, which brought back Metroid into the spotlight. Pokemon Arceus gave us a fresh new take on the Pokemon gameplay that seemed to go over well with the fans. And we still have other new Nintendo Switch games to look forward to, like Project Triangle. And then we have Kirby right after that, which comes on the 28th. But what about other Nintendo Switch games that don't have release dates? Games like Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime HD, that is a rumor by the way, and other huge Nintendo Switch games. Well, it seems that Nintendo leaker Emily Rogers has some insight on what we could see from Nintendo's lineup in the fall, something that we don't know much about and can really only speculate. Now, before I read these off, these are not from Nintendo, but a Nintendo leaker that has a pretty good track record. Even so, take it with a grain of salt. I would take these as fake for now until time has passed and has proven or been disproven. With that out of the way, this is what Emily Rogers says in the first paragraph. The big wild card is still Intelligent Systems Fire Emblem. Will it be an October 2022 release, or will it be an early 2023 release, February/March? I've mentioned before that this game is nearly finished with its development. IS had over 3+ years to develop this game, and they received assistance from a support studio. Now, this is something that we have covered from another Nintendo leaker, New Markomaro, who has a spotty track record, by the way, it's just a warning there, but you can always count on some of his information being correct, and this is what he said. Also, Fire Emblem has not one, not two, but 3 games in development at this moment, with the spin-off, a remake, and a new game, some of them almost finished. Now, we have already seen this spin-off with it being revealed at the February Nintendo Direct. It is also currently rumored that Fire Emblem Echoes is going to receive a remake, so that could be what he was talking about when he says remake. And this new Fire Emblem game could be the game that Emily Rogers is speaking of, the one that is already almost finished. So far, things are looking good for these Nintendo leaks to be right. So far, anyways, I think the E3 Direct will show whether it's going to be fake or real. Because if Fire Emblem does release in fall, of course it's going to be at the E3 Nintendo Direct. Now again, this was from February 2nd, and on February 9th, he also said that we will be getting more Fire Emblem sooner than you think. Looking at what Emily Rogers said about Fire Emblem, and it's nearly finished, plus New Markomaro's words on getting Fire Emblem soon, along with the Nintendo E3 Direct, I think we could see it at E3, and here's my guess. If the game is finished by E3 or nearly finished, more than likely we'll see the remake or a new game revealed at E3, or even both. I mean, how cool would that be to get also the Fire Emblem Echoes remake and a new Fire Emblem game at the E3 along with Breath of the Wild 2. That would be a good time, for an RPG fan anyways. With that being said, let's move on to the next one. Let's rewind the clock back to the year 2017. During that year, Nintendo released 2 Fire Emblem games, Fire Emblem Warriors and Fire Emblem Echoes. Who says to history... Nope. I said that wrong. Who says that history can't repeat itself again? That's what I meant. That said, I could see Nintendo's marketing team saying, oh well, our fall lineup is already stacked with Xenoblade 3, Bayonetta 3, etc. Let's move FE to early 2023. FE being Fire Emblem, of course. Now keep in mind that this is more than likely speculation, but as we know, Emily Rogers does have inside knowledge, or at least that's what you would expect from a Nintendo leaker, so this info could be based on knowledge that she herself knows. If that is true, having Xenoblade 3 and Bayonetta 3 be in the fall, and moving Fire Emblem to early 2023 would make more sense. They already have so many games lined up already, some that are expected to be in the fall. Bayonetta 3, Splatoon 3, Breath of the Wild, which I'll get to very soon, and even other games like Rabbids 2, which I am personally excited for, just like a lot of these games. Add in some third-party support, plus the Mario Kart Deluxe DLC, the Wii Sports game, and you have plenty of games. I mean, we even have Shredder's Revenge, which is supposed to be a 2022 game on the Switch. At least I think it's supposed to be on the Switch. Let me check that real quick. Okay, thank God. If it didn't come to the Switch, I'd be really confused and extremely disappointed because that game looks perfect for the Switch. With that being said, here is why I have a little bit of trouble of seeing a new Fire Emblem game in the fall: The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. It is my belief that this game will be revealed at E3 2022 and have a holiday release date. There is no way they would have Xenoblade 3, Fire Emblem, Breath of the Wild, and all the other third-party and indie games all within fall. By the way, if you do want to know more about that Breath of the Wild 2 release date and gameplay reveal stuff, click the top right corner. Now, she goes on to say that pairing Bayonetta 3 with Fire Emblem would be very smart, but there is another game that we have heard rumors about. That game is Metroid Prime 8D. If you haven't heard yet, this is another game that's supposedly hitting the Nintendo Switch, which according to rumors is already done. Click the top right corner if you want to hear about that. She says it would be smart to pair that with Bayonetta 3 because Bayonetta 3 is not a big enough game to carry for one whole month. Now, speaking a little on Bayonetta 3, has anybody lost a little bit of interest in Bayonetta 3? Maybe it's just me, but we haven't really been hearing much on the game, and it's been a while since we had that last trailer. I'm starting to lose a little bit of interest. I mean, even with the trailer, we don't really know too much about it. I'd love to see some more gameplay on it, but I'm starting to have my interest wane. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but tell me if you're losing interest in Bayonetta 3 at all. Now, if you're not interested in Pokemon news, but are interested in why the heck Nintendo treated the Zelda anniversary like complete trash on the side of the street, click the top right corner and find out about that. And if not, let's continue with some Pokemon news. So the next Pokemon game was revealed by the Pokemon Company with Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the next mainline games, which seems to take an open world aspect of Pokemon Legends and mash it with the mainline series of the last Pokemon game, and that being Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, on first glance, this game didn't really impress me at all. In fact, I was a bit disappointed by the game when looking at the graphics and even the starters. With that being said though, it is an upgrade over Pokemon Legends and Pokemon Sword and Shield, at least in the graphics department. Keep in mind that we haven't seen any gameplay. This also could be an old build, so it could look better later on. The same thing happened in Pokemon Legends, so let's wait a bit. This is going to be more of my initial reaction to it. Now, people have mentioned the Pokemon in this game do look a lot better than previous Pokemon. They finally have different textures that make them just look better. But for me, it was never really the Pokemon that were the problem. In fact, that was the best part of a lot of these Pokemon games. The surroundings have always been the big problem in Pokemon. The textures were always so low. They look pretty janky. Now, from what I've seen from a lot of Pokemon fans, you guys are optimistic about this game. I think the reason behind this and the whole conversation behind Pokemon right now is that Pokemon Legends brought back a lot of goodwill from Game Freak. Now, the thing that I'm wondering here is that Pokemon is a 2022 game. That's what they said in the trailer. Now, most likely that means holiday season. I mean, we just had Pokemon Legends. There is no way they're gonna release Gen 9 in the next couple months. That would be insane. But Breath of the Wild 2 is also a 2022 release date, so this makes me wonder, is Breath of the Wild 2 gonna see a delay, or is Pokemon gonna see a delay? What's gonna happen? But overall, this is really cool that we get another Pokemon game, and some other news that happened with some other Pokemon games on mobile, but honestly, I just don't care about mobile. But I do care what you guys think about the Pokemon game, and of course what Emily Rogers says about the fall release dates for those games. Make sure you guys tell me your thoughts. And if not, on your way out, make sure you subscribe for more videos and also have that notification bell on. And if you want to support the channel in any other way, there is my Patreon and Twitter account in the pinned comment if you're interested in those. Oh, and also have this donut if you're still sticking around for me rambling. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, stay safe, stay charged, and have a good one.